y'all, Dirty DeStagio here, and you know, people ask me to keep doing some more boss videos, and I think to myself, oh man, I've done like so many boss videos, but you know what, I got a great request from a subscriber, DJBJ12 Brian. I got a great idea here from him, and it was basically, not a lot of players have 6 hero bases, and all of my videos, or quite a few of my last ones, have been 6 heroes against the boss. Most people are going with 5. So the question was, can you do a 5-man boss 3 stun train? If so, which 5 would you use? And everyone doing boss 3 or boss 2 or boss 1 needs to get champion. Champion has a 1000 MS attack rate. That means he swings every 1 second, and it takes every hero 7 swings to build a full energy bar to proc. That means 7 seconds to proc, a 3-second stun, and the new magic in the boss fight gives you 8 seconds of invulnerability, which means everyone's champion should stun regardless of what talent is on your champion. The next hero I selected is Dirty Dryad. One of my favorite ordinary, for sure, without a doubt, my favorite ordinary hero. This Dryad has a heavy blow 3 of 5, but really the talent is no longer really crucial. You just need to have Shackle at 4 of 9 to get a 2-second stun, or 7 of 9 will give you a 3-second stun. That will really help out Champion, and this is the hero that I would recommend for number 2. You could also use Executioner, that would work great as well. The next hero that I would pick is Thunder God. Thunder God is also a stunner, 1.5-second stunner. Thunder God's only 2200 charge, make him very accessible to everyone. You could also replace the Thunder God with Executioner and keep that 3-minute stun train going, because you'd have Dryad as your stunner, Champion as your stunner, and then Thunder God or Executioner. So those are the first 3. Those are the 3 stunners. You need 3 stunners. Next, unfortunately, oh, I know, I'm sorry, I hate to say this, but Cupid for me is really crucial, because the Cupid ability giving all my heroes energy boost every 6 seconds really keeps them proccing. It really keeps everything going, and for me, I just couldn't achieve it without Cupid, and I know it's a role-only hero, but at the same time, it's just really needed for the boss. Then, of course, last but not least, is we need the Dirty Duke, and the reason is because we need him to increase our attack rate. That's really the primary reason that you need Pumpkin Duke, is to get your attack rate of all your heroes going. And again, with these 5 heroes, it does not matter what talents anymore are on your heroes, because you all get 8 seconds of invulnerability, which should get the stun train going just fine. Now, Berserk helps, but hey, you don't really need it. Now, so what I do is I start with the Cupid on the right. That's a ranged hero. And then what I'm looking here is I'm going to try to do invincibility right before the boss gets to Cupid. Okay, right before he gives Cupid a big hug. We want to get that guy in there. And then you can see what happens here is the stun train started. Now I'm going to stop the video right here. And I'm going to show that drop in slow motion, just so we can kind of see what happens. Cupid comes into the far right. It's a ranged hero. And he's going to start shooting at the boss. And then I'm going to drop in all the other heroes. I don't want to drop in the other heroes first, because I don't want the boss to aggro onto them and take him out. Then I cast Invincibility, and what just happened and why he stunned right there is because Pumpkin Duke went off and giving everyone a faster attack rate. And then right after that, Thunder God went off, because my Thunder God has a Revitalized 4 on it. And then what happened was Champion went off a 3-second stun, and then Dryad. Now, because the stun icon is the same for all 3 of my stunners, you can't tell kind of really which one's which without looking at the energy bar. But basically, because Pumpkin Duke right now at this point has such a big boost on attack rate, that it keeps Champion, Thunder God, and Dryad all stunning just fine. Keeps them locked solid. There was 0 risk here. There wasn't even a little slip, I don't think, in that stun. Meaning that stun icon never went away and then kind of flickered back on. Can hold it, and yeah, there's just really no risk. And that's really the benefit, guys. You really want to get 3 stunners. Now, here's the thing, guys. I was shooting to do 30% of the boss's damage. 30% of the boss's health, which is 36 million. However, what ended up happening, you'll see this in a little bit, I just want to mention it now, is they ended up doing more than that. It totally shocked me. I had no idea this stun train normally was doing, I want to say when I was using it, like 17 million. So to see that at post, a huge number, was completely and totally shocking. It's too much damage. So I either gotta not use magic, but then I think it'll still be too much damage anyways. So I think what I actually need to do is I need to change the Thunder God to Executioner. And a low ability Executioner. And I think I can curb right in at 36 million to the boss. That, with the new change, gives me maximum honor badges and doesn't impact or hurt the rest of the guild, because you don't want to do more damage than what gives you the maximum. And here we go, it's over, and boom, 41 million. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. The first boss was in Guild Peon, this boss is in Guild Dirty, and now I don't have very good boss team here, so I did want to mention too that if you just have a terrible boss team, you know, I did a video on doing the boss, but I kept exiting the boss. And that's a mistake. No, you never end battle. The only reason I sometimes end battle is if I want to get my 5-hero team back in and I don't want to let my paladin swing away for 20 seconds. Even though he's going to live and do damage, I'd rather have all 5 of mine back rather than paladin doing no damage. So I might end early. My heroes don't die. When your heroes die in a boss battle, they don't actually die. You just wait 15 seconds, you go back in and challenge, and then you drop all your guys in again, and you just keep doing it over and over and over again. And what we've found in quite a few of the Dirty Empire guilds, Dirty EU, Peon, Buried, Motion, is that, very interesting, Boss 3 is simple, easy, very easy. The guild Buried is a new guild I created, and it doesn't have very high might players, and it's got really new, some of them are new, and some of them are second accounts of experienced player too, so that helps, but they took out Boss 2 in a record time of 7 or 8 minutes, and they could not do that. They could not do that in the past. They were on a Boss 1. They could do Boss 1, and just Boss 2 is so easy. So I hate to say it, and maybe I don't hate to say it, maybe I like to say it, I think that they could do Boss 3. I think pretty much any guild can do Boss 3 if you have, say, let's say 5 legendary heroes that are over the level 80. I mean, I think it's really, honestly, that easy now. So it's almost like, to me, what they need is a Boss 4. Because 3 is just so easy. And they made it easy. And that is good for some of you, and that is not good for some of you. So it's good for those of you that could never do Boss 3. It's not so good if you were getting a lot of honor badges and now you're getting a lower amount. So, I mean, I'll let you come to your own opinion on the changes, but that's just my sort of off-the-cuff sort of week 1 view. Is I kind of like it for my lower guilds. I love it for PN and Buried. I love that they can do Boss 3 without any really external help. And I think it's great. It lets these guilds kind of do something they haven't done, and they don't have to spend gems on reviving. And wow, I think that's a great change so it's of my opinion that it's a great change all around. You know, you can help new players really get into this game. This update does that, and the new base save feature is also very awesome. And I have no complaints to be. I mean, I do have complaints with the dragon. You can't get the dragon. I do have a complaint there, but other than that, hey, and look, I got 2,540 honor badges there. That's not so bad, but you know, some of our heavy hitters there in Dirty got screwed, and it's just, you know, it's a learning curve, guys, and we're learning. So as always, keep dirty and dirty up.